This piece is called, I just titled it, After Fire Discovered Us. I'm 7 years old. I'm at that point that some call breaking. I dwell in forests thick with isolated dreams of mahogany, and twigs are the lining to my spine. My dream avengers gather, restless, without defense. They pick up sticks and slippery stones where moss reveals the fat secrets to this fury. Empty-handed in a quest, I stare at them blankly, without love. I don't take it personally. I look at everyone that way. They pluck eyelashes and hold them out on their fingertips, but the wind always gets to them first, and I wonder where they'll end up. They crouch behind small knots on fallen trees and listen for their call. The apocalypse is upon us. Make a wish. I'm 8 years old. I dwell in the white trash apartments, listening to my mother scrape another bowl as she witnesses the slow demise of her unfavored child. I am wrapped red in her wedding gown as she plays with the black light, holding it up to her false teeth. She creates a monster for me to take to bed at night. I'm introduced to her new husband as gifted, a collector of words and stuffed animals, and I hover below my bunk-bedded sister as she slowly drives me insane with the crackling of her dangling toes above me. I go to sleep to the sound of this, never go to bed angry, Kristie, and wake up to bong water splashed on my cunt, because my new daddy's taken a keen liking to me. Sex has begun its work within me, and I cannot find my dream avengers. I'm 9 years old. I dwell in the red dust of a desert, deeply embedded in the swollen stone of Aboriginal folklore and skies so huge, I feel that I am the chosen one. I must discover the Southern Cross. Every hemisphere needs a martyr, and I'm too young to fill this role. I eat witchetty grubs, large white segments roasted over the dry flame, and wonder, what did humans used to eat before fire discovered us? It's 1988. I'm an American again, a traveler from the other side of the world, banished from my mother's bathroom where I raised my fist and congratulated her on losing both her daughters. A favor is returned as I threatened to kill her. My family doesn't know what to do with me, what side of the world to put me on. Fleeing is our heritage, and I learnt the role well. Bang the kitchen cabinets and watch us scurry across the floor. Paint neon nail polish on our backs. That way you can watch us at night. When I was 4 months in the womb, my mother was slipped 2 hits of acid in her drink. What was she doing drinking? The question crisp in my heart. I see her bent over and lower my head at high speeds to crack her tailbone. My love of seeing her injured deepens, and somewhere I hear a twig crack. I'm 25 now. I'm at that point that some call breaking. Sex no longer works within me. It is an exterior attachment, the west side facade to this templed planet. I use my body for one reason, to carry my head. But I feel they're coming for us soon. People's bug-eyed gods, people's waning moons, people's tarot cards are waking up in cockroach form, and it truly is the end for us. Look for me, try and find me, bang the kitchen cupboards and watch what I do at night. I travel in fine form with my entourage of ghosts with hard-ons. We travel in groups, go to parties where I watch my dearly departed fuck the way she always has. And I was just part of her routine. I'm just like everybody else. And I cannot find my dream avengers. So now I'm nestled snug as a bug next to the Quaker Oats and canned goods because some scenes are too vivid to replay. So I'll just sit inside my lazy Susan because she's easy. She doesn't expect anything from me. Apparently, aliens have no genitals. They are my new avengers of androgyny. They sit in my recycling bin and eat cold cheese off old pizza boxes, whispering to me at night. They dared me to take myself seriously. So I did. I didn't tape my breasts like most performers because I wanted to be original, not part of a routine, not like everybody else. Instead, I've canceled my plans at being divine. Everyone grieves, Kristie. You're not special. Don't step on a crack, Kristie. Everyone gets turned off from time to time. You're not the chosen one. You're not the center of the universe. You're not the center. You are not. You see, I wanted to create this scene to end all sex scenes. Smoke and mirrors, they kept telling me, so I got this idea. I sat naked on the hefty sin sack floor with a mirror turned toward my split lower lips. Don't worry, we consoled the concerned onlookers. They're fake teeth. And away it roared, chainsaw between my legs. I saw the breath of a misty ghoul rise as my pussy was sawed in half. They stopped at my belly button because I thought I was dead, but I was just enjoying myself, and that's how I always look when I'm having a good time. Don't take it personally. And now my stride is wider and nobody wants inside. Oh, I don't know, there's just no resistance, they complain. I refused real stitches but really liked the look of them, so I borrowed peppermint dental floss from somebody. Boy, people really know how to take care of you after these parties, don't they? And I started to sew. Too bad I'm not making a quilt so I could send it to DC for some sort of government approval. So there I sat in my high seamstress mood, wondering how people would function without their pussies, and what did humans used to eat before fire discovered us? How would they dress? Who would they talk to? And what about? Maybe they'd start to look like aliens, their eyes growing large in their disbelief as they watch their hard-ons fall one step closer into evolution. They'd watch as their glitter gets blown off a fresh fuck's chest and back into their mouths. Maybe they'd land in a pile of small black hairs and exclaim, "Oh, look, sex is still alive, yeah. Pubic hairs are on the rise, and I am in the center of it all." But their fancy flutterings would stop when they read the sign. To whomever landed here, you are now sitting in a pile of eyelashes, nothing more, nothing less. This is the place where wishes go to die. On the verge of tears, they'd stomp their little feet and aimlessly roam the pooey streets of taqueries and thrift stores, and the Bank of America doesn't even matter anymore, god damn it. One step closer into evolution. So what is it that drives us these days if sex is taken away? 7 days, 7 dreams ago, when 7 lost its luck, I had a little chat with an old friend of mine. We used to date, but I kept forgiving her for unspeakable things and really compromised the health of who I was. She expressed concern and disappointment in my plans to saw off everyone's genitals and told me not to worry. Nature was already hard at work. Get some rest, sweetie. You look tired. Then she kissed me and pushed open the passenger door at high speeds without stopping and shoved me out. But it's okay, she's cool. We're still friends, still have a real connection. So I don't know, maybe I'll make her a tape or something, send her some flowers, just to let her know that it's okay. It's just a broken tailbone, and being laid up isn't so bad. Laid up, I can just sit and play with my fresh dental incisions. Laid up, I can just sit and wonder why the cavity is the only term the mouth and chest have in common. Maybe I can get real teeth sewn into my larger than any of my other friends' gaping hole and see if people would notice the grinding as I pat their dogs' heads in the park at night. Nice girl, they think. Too bad about that walk, though. Boy, I bet my dick could get lost inside there. And since we're on the topic of lost dicks, newsworthy, don't you think? I found at least 27 inside me last night. I removed them and now I'm thin, like a twig. I bet everyone will want me now. Plenty of room, that's for sure. And now I have an exhibit at the Academy of Fine Arts. It's next weekend. Be sure to come. I lined them all up on the wall, and the funny thing is, no one can ever tell the difference between the dicks and the fists. It's all the same, just like me. I titled the show Spot the Woman Inside Me, but no one ever can spot the woman inside me. Spot the woman inside. She is tall, thin, no eyelashes, and heavy-handed, because that's where all her wishes lie. She's puffy-eyed because her mama told her to never go to bed angry. She's full-figured, breast bursting in divine translucent greens that run from her temple to her fetished feet. She is called Endorphinite. There are myths deeply embedded in the swollen stone she calls her sex. She wants you to reach inside your peppermint pussies while she holds you up to the black light to see what you're missing. Paint yourself in neon nail polish and grab the canned goods. The apocalypse is upon us. Hold your breath for 7 days, because that's how long it's going to take to wipe your hands clean from these 20th century pubic uprisings. It's the summer of 1996. Endorphinite was spotted last night by an astronomer in Australia, but he refused to be interviewed by public access TV because anything the public can gain access to isn't newsworthy, now is it? We're at the tip of the world's finger. It breathes in and out in intervals of 10,000 years. It has grown green, blue, and black as the continent we ride on. Its eyes are bulging before it blows us off its spurious back. The apocalypse is upon us, and I wonder what the woman inside us will witness that morning she wakes up in cockroach form. That afternoon, the earth turns a puffy eye towards her and wipes away the little tidbits of glittered sleep nestled snug as a bug. The kitchen cabinets are banging, and we are doomed. You see, we've always wanted sex to be this divine thing. A reality altered always returns the favor. We've always wanted sex to blow us away, and that is exactly what's going to happen. A collage of little sex kittens, big men on campuses, businessmen in pink panties, high-heeled housewives, men in white sheets with hard-ons. There's no such thing as ghosts, kids, and this is a place where dreams go to die. We have altered our reality, and a favor is about to be returned. There's a swollen woman inside us, and this time there'll be no kiss, my sweet, before we're thrown out at divine speed to meet her.